Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sky, and today we are doing a video suggested by one of you. I've been really struggling with motivation and inspiration for videos, hence the lack of search, and also I've been ill, and when I'm ill, it just completely destroys me. So I asked on my community tab if there are any types of videos that you guys would like to see, and I'm gonna work through all your suggestions because honestly, reading them, I got really excited to get back into filming, and this is a video recommendation from Huentivo. I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing that name wrong. They said they'd definitely love to see a using nothing new get ready with me if that sounds of interest. And I love watching these videos. I'm gonna be doing a get ready with me using no new products, just old products that are in my collection, maybe some things that I've neglected for a bit, and to be honest, I don't buy every single release. I mean, lately I have been buying a lot, but we'll talk about that another time. And we're gonna be doing the full face, so let's get straight into it, shall we? But for my base, we're gonna be using my favorite primer and concealer at the moment. Honestly, especially this concealer. Oh, I fucking love it. So this is the NYX Plump Right Back Primer. But this is a really nice, hydrating primer, and even though I've got oily skin, I prefer hydrating primers. I find that they just make my makeup stick longer. Obviously it doesn't mattify my skin, but I'll be honest, throughout the day I just do a tactical to my forehead. I don't even use blotting sheets. I really should. I have blotting sheets. I just never think to use them. I'm just like, why use a blotting sheet when I can just use my arm? Oh, it feels good to be filming again. I haven't filmed since early February, late January. So now we're gonna go in with the NYX Bare With Me Concealer Serum. This, oh my god, I love this shit so much. I bought this on a whim last year, and this is my second bottle now. It's just really lovely. It's so runny, but it's got really high coverage. When you read concealer serum, you think that it would be light coverage, but god damn! It does have a really nice glowy finish, which again, you think I wouldn't like because of my oily skin, but I bloody love it! Look at that. Look how easily that spreads. I don't know if this is fully blended because my mirror is quite far away from me. I am purely guessing. This is one of the few reasons why I really would like to actually wear contact lenses, because I wouldn't have to look at the mirror literally this close to my face in order to see things completely clearly. It's also why I struggle to film up close reels, because honestly, you have no idea how many times I've had to scrap reels and content because it's out of focus, the whole fucking thing, and I'm like, really? Really? This is what happens when you have a minus 6.5 prescription. Probably minus 7 at this point. I keep getting tangent central. This is me. This is why Get Ready With Me is some of my longest videos, because I just don't know when to be quiet. I want to be a mysterious king that's ooh, who is that person? No, I talk. I talk. Especially if you get a drink in me, I will tell you everything. I will literally tell you my deepest, darkest secrets, and I just don't care. I completely forgot what I was saying. I either waffle or I'm just completely silent. I need to speak. Sometimes I forget about that. There's no in between with me. I either shut the fuck up or I simply speak constantly. I'm a delight to be around. But yeah, this concealer, I absolutely love using this over my full face. To be honest, most days I don't actually wear a complete full face of makeup. I don't wear foundation most of the time. I just wear this concealer and primer, and obviously other cheek products. It just makes my skin look bloody lovely. And especially because you can use it with your fingers and really smack your face. It just blends really nicely. Yeah, this concealer is just so stunning as a foundation. Do they have a foundation version of this? Because I use this really fast because I use it as a foundation essentially. So if they have this formula just in a massive bottle, I totally would buy it, but I don't know if that exists. Also, this is a full face of nothing new. We shouldn't be promoting purchasing new things. We are using what we have, such as this powder, which I've literally had for years. I actually don't remember when I bought it. This is the Fenty Beauty loose powder in the shade Butter. As you can see, it's been through a lot. Most of the letters have rubbed off. There's scuff marks on it. She has seen things. And yeah, I'll show you how much I've used because I could like tilt it and show you, but let me just set my face while we're at it. Speaking of nothing new, this brush is the only brush that I use to set my face. It's actually a blush brush from e.l.f. and I got this when I was 16? 15, 16? I am now freshly 23. It was my birthday a couple days ago. Probably like a week ago when you guys are watching this. But yeah, I'm 23 now. I'm a big boy. Not really, I'm really not. This brush has been with me through some of my darkest periods, and you know what? It's just wonderful. It fits under the eye really nicely and it just presses in powder so beautifully. And I'm pretty sure this brush at the time was like £3, £4, and it's still with me. I should probably buy another one, but like, why? Why? This is the one. This is my good luck charm. Maybe also my bad luck charm, because, yeah, a lot of bad things. We've been through a lot of life together, and you know what? The day I get rid of this brush is probably... Actually, no, I don't want to think about that. I don't like the idea of letting this brush go. I get very sentimental when it comes to inanimate objects and just things. I'm a Pisces. I'm a very feely person. Also very spiritual. I just have connections with little things, and this brush do be one of them. I need to do my eyebrows really badly. Do any of y'all, especially my Eastern European babes, like, does your body hair grow really fast? Because my eyebrows grow insane. Like, I plucked them like 2 days ago and it's already like a mess. Oh yeah, but let me show you how much powder I have left of this. I don't know if you can really see, hopefully. It's down to here. You get so much product. Fenty always gives you a shit ton. Like, this has 28 grams of product. I know loose powder tends to have more product than, like, pressed, but, like, that's insane. She's been with me through everything, and it really mattifies my face, sets it really nicely. It's just a good powder. Highly recommend. But yeah, I'm the type of person that when it comes to, like, my complexion, I like to keep, like, foundation, concealer, primer, powder, bronzer. I like to keep only one of each item, essentially, because I just like using them until the end. Speaking of bronzer, we have this one. This is the Nabla Skin Bronzing in Ambra. Now, I have used this bronzer, not this exact one, but I've used this one for years, about 2 or 3 years now. It's essentially a dupe for the Becca Barley Sands bronzer, which used to be my #1, but when Becca got discontinued, I'm pretty sure, like, Becca is sold at Smashbox now, like, it's like Smashbox x Becca, whatever the fuck. I think they might actually still sell Barley Sands, but, like, this bronzer is cheaper, it's indie, and I like the packaging more. Granted, it doesn't have a mirror, but that's fine. It's just really nice. It's a lovely, subtle bronzer that's, like, really glowy. This actual one is a repurchase. I repurchased it, like, in January, so technically this isn't, like, the oldest, but I love this bronzer. It just works for my skin really beautifully, especially if you have, like, light, warm olive undertones, like, which is me. It just looks so lovely, and you can go insane with it. Like, you can just... and it'll still look good. It's such a wonderful bronzer. It just looks so seamless on your skin, and because it has a slight glow to it, it looks quite natural and really lovely. I don't know if I can be asked doing freckles today. I know, shocking. Maybe I'll do a couple. I'll probably cut it out because this video will be quite long. So speaking of another brush that's been with me since literal childhood, this, I'm pretty sure, it's all rubbed off, I'm pretty sure this is a, like, contour brush from Botanicals. It was like a Tesco brand, like, one that you can find at Tesco, your local grocery store. Again, I'm not gonna lie, this one is actually looking worse for wear. Like, there's a lot of bristles that are missing. I should probably replace it, but this was my first ever bronzer brush. I think I've actually had this for even longer. I'm pretty sure I bought this when I was 14. So yeah, Nearly 10 years. Oh my god, you're nearly 10 years old. I love that for you. I can't let her go. Same with this one. I'm pretty sure this is from EcoTools. Oh yeah, it still has some of the writing. It's the blush brush. I think I've had this once again since I was 15. And for blush, I was thinking this isn't my oldest, but this is a blush that I haven't used in a while, and it is a lovely one. This is the Cover FX Blush Duo in Soft Peach. I really like these blush duos from them. I have a couple and they're really lovely, and I've hit pan in this one. And I don't tend to talk about these blushes. I think I talk about them enough on my channel, like, but I don't really highlight them all too much because I feel like this was like a big thing back in like 2018? I feel like this is a 2018 makeup product. I could be lying. I'm very bad with years. My memory's terrible. But Soft Peach is a really good name for it because it is a very light blush. I like to pile it on. This is the blush that I wear when I want to have like just a little bit, just not too much, just a nice little dusting, and for me this is a light little dusting. I am gonna do some freckles off camera because I feel like doing freckles is a little bit monotonous. I'll go probably in depth with them when I do like a base routine video, but I'm gonna be using the Nabla Freckle Maker. This has seen some shit. As you can see, it's split down the middle, a lot of it's kind of rubbed off. It's a nice freckle product. It's not my favourite because it has like a foam, like hard foam like tip. It's not a brush tip. I prefer brush tips personally, but I will finish this and use it up. We'll be right back after I do the freckles. Alrighty, freckles are done, so let's move on to the eyes, shall we? We'll do highlighter last. So the All Reliable primer that I have used for like 10 years now is Milani eyeshadow primer. It used to be Urban Decay Primer Potion before I discovered Milani. I don't know why I ever thought that buying like Urban Decay Primer Potion was worth it, because this is just as good and so much cheaper. This is actually getting old, like it's... Okay, it does kind of smell a bit weird. Fuck it. We'll use it. This is just such a good eye primer. I will buy another bottle, I swear to God. For my eyeshadow, we are using a Relic, and there was literally dust on this when I got it out of my drawer. That's how long it's been. I haven't used this in a long time, purely because it was limited edition, it's no longer available, and I haven't used this in such a long time, but it's the Kaleidos Makeup Club Nebula palette. This was in collaboration with Angelica Nyqvist, and this was such a banger palette from Kaleidos. I still stand by the fact that this is the best palette they've done, but I haven't used it in a very long time because it's no longer available. But I feel like it's the perfect palette to use in this like full face of nothing new. I got this on release years ago. Oh my goodness. I love the colour story of this. It makes me so happy, and it was so unique for such a long time. I think now, like recently, there have been a few palettes that have like, you know, similar colour stories to this, and maybe I have purchased one of them. We'll talk about that another time. But yeah, today I think I'm going to be using the peachy shades, maybe some of the greens mixed in. I just want to do something a bit peachy. I'm first dipping into the shade Samus. Gosh, this palette was so wonderful back in the day, and hopefully it still performs because I really enjoyed this formula quite a lot. I'm going to put this in the outer portion. This shade actually matches my blush quite well. Like a peachy like outer bit here, and then maybe like some green accents thrown through. So far, no issues blending. We are going to be dragging that all the way out in classic Sky fashion. I always feel a little bit of pressure, like when you create content on YouTube, I find specifically, not so much on Instagram. I feel like Instagram it's a bit different, but on YouTube, because you have to really decide what's best for long form content, I always feel really guilty using things that are limited edition, because I'm just like, I don't want people to feel like they've missed out, or like a lot of people, they're like, oh well, I don't have that palette so I'm not gonna watch that video. But I need to just get rid of that mindset, because there are loads of people that probably have this palette that don't see content with it, or there are people that like want the palette but they want to like recreate the looks using things that they already have. And I remember I made like a duping the vibes video like, of the Club Nebula when I first got it. So, like, there are alternatives out there. Right, and I think I'm gonna go in with Red Giant to kind of deepen things up a little bit. Yeah, Red Giant, I remember at the time, I was so impressed with this. I was like, this is the best deep red shadow, and it wasn't super common, like, at the time. Like, it was super unique to my collection. Now I do have palettes with this kind of, like, deep burnt red, like Glaminatrix Rich Romantic, for an example. I am the king of having my eyes be sisters, not twins. Actually, second cousins, not twins. Right, now because I want to be spicy, we're gonna take the shade Gravity. I need to stop doing the no. No, I don't. Actually, I don't. I love doing accents. I love breaking into accents. Here's another random topic that might be interesting. Might not be, but I'm gonna say it anyway. So I find, ever since I was a child, maybe it's the autism showing. It most likely is. I always tried to mimic what people did around me to kind of make them like me more. Like, I will really absorb people's voices and accents, and I will start speaking like them. And it's subconscious. Like, I don't actually, like, actively think that I'm doing it. But, like, I've noticed, like, recently, more so than anything else, I've been hanging out with my friends who are Norwegian. They live in Norway, and we play— I just yeeted that palette on me, and I got sparkle all over me! Shit, and I got blue on my fucking elbow. Shit! I need to be more mindful when I'm holding things. This is why no one trusts me with babies. That sounds horrifying. I've never held a baby. I'm scared of holding a baby. It's not because I've accidentally dropped one. But yeah, with my Norwegian friends, they live in Norway, like, we play games together, and because I've been spending so much time with them, I absorbed some of their accent. Like, when we— obviously it's not a good Norwegian accent because I'm not Norwegian, but, like, especially in, like, because we play Valorant together, there's a Norwegian character, and, like, I just say some of the things that she says, like, very forsiktig. And anytime we speak, I go, yeah. What is going on? Like, a really not great Norwegian accent, so if you're Norwegian and watching this, I do apologise if it is terrible. But I just love, like, I just love the way that people speak. I love accents, I love all of that. I love languages, I'm a big fan. #1 language fan, Sky. I remember Nebula not being that spot. Oh, it feels really dry. I do have a single shadow that I might pull in, and it's a really old one from Glam Shop. It is— if I can get her out! This is the shade Turbo Cotton Candy, or also known in Polish— I apologise to my Polish followers— Turbo Wata Cukrowa. And it's just a nice peachy shade. And you know what? We haven't used her in a bit. Let's use her! First things first, I am going to apply some Farinay Pixie Epoxy. It doesn't have much of a base colour. I probably should have put some of the peachy shade on my lid. Like, oh, it feels really good just sitting down and just having a play with eyeshadow without, like, having a structured plan. Right, we're gonna go back into Club Nebula and we're gonna take Firefly.
You would not believe your eyes. 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 You would not believe your eyes.
Oh, you're still here? Sorry, I was just kind of in my own bubble just then. But I'm putting this on the inner corner. Am I going to keep that in the video? I'll see how I'm feeling when I'm editing. Maybe I'll get rid of it. I'm kind of putting that a bit, like, on the inner portion of the lid as well. Oh my god, this looks pretty! Apart from my fucking brow hairs ruining that. I'm not sure if you can see. Fuck these brow hairs specifically. All my homies hate that one specific brow hair that ruins everything. So this brush that I constantly use for my inner corners, also super old. I think I've had this brush since I was also 14. From a Real Techniques set. Oh, that is... so good and tasty. Stop. Actually, shut up. Who needs hate comments when you're your biggest hater? Alright, I'm gonna finish off the eyes off camera, but before we do that, I'm going to apply a beautiful lipstick that I love so dearly. It's an Udden's Eye lipstick. I constantly talk about these Kiss of a Fairy lipsticks from Udden's Eye and how their formula is unmatched. It is such a gorgeous formula. However, this one I haven't given enough love to lately. I always talk about the cream lipstick in Love Jasmine. That one is my favourite of the two, but this one is the velvet lipstick in Light Peach. This one I also love so severely. It's such a beautiful velvety matte lipstick. Just is the perfect peachy neutral lipstick. Okay, now with that, I'm going to quickly finish up my like brows, lashes and waterline, and we are gonna be back for the... No, we're not, because we have to do the highlighter. Well, we'll do that afterwards. Or should we do it now? Fuck it, we'll do it right now. So this is the highlighter we're gonna be using. This is Diamond Dasher from Excuse me. This is Diamond Dasher from Kaleidos. I got this in PR years and years and years ago. I fucking love this. There's Tiny Baby Pan. I don't know if you can see it in there. This is a highlighter that I have not used in years. I think I used it last year. Either way, I haven't used it consistently in quite a while, and I'm actually gonna apply this with my fingy because I think it will apply better. I don't know, I could ruin everything. But we're just gonna... I've been loving applying sparkly highlighters with my finger, because I think it just kind of concentrates the pigment and doesn't make it fly everywhere. Oh, this used to be like a favourite highlighter. Love that. I do think this look is kind of missing something. You know what? I think it's missing a bitchin' brow bone highlight. Probably shouldn't do that because I haven't plucked my brows in a long time and accentuating it might not be the best idea, but you know what? It's my face. And keeping in with the nothing new theme, we are going to use an iridescent, an old one that I have not used in a long time, but it's one of my favourites. Which one is it? Hello, I need to look in the light. This one. It's this one right here. This is Sugies by Davina. It's one of their Sugar Drops shadows. These shadows really made me fall in love with iridescent shadows, and they're still fucking banging, man. If you want a really sparkly, like clear based iridescent, the Davina Sugar Drops are the way to go. So I'm gonna gently take this on my inner corner brush that has a Molly hair on it. Molly! That right under the brow bone. Anyway, I'm gonna finish up the eyes and we'll be back to talk about the finished look. Rightio, so here is the completed look. If you're curious about the products that I used off camera, for my brows I used the Lottie London Brow Glaze. For my waterline I used Colourpop Fiery Fierce in the outer portion, and then I used the Udden's Eye Solmon Gel Liner in the shade number 2. Mascara I used the Lottie London Super Fake Mascara. It's my favourite one. It's just so nice in all of its glory. I absolutely love this look. I think it's so pretty. It reminds me of like a mango. Like, it's just so cool. I don't know any mangoes that are pink, but it's what we're gonna go with. Do excuse the brow hairs, but yeah. As you can see, since this is my like photography brow that I post on Instagram, I actually pluck this one more than this one. Do any of y'all do that? No? Just me? Okay. I hope this gave you a bit of inspiration if you do own Club Nebula or any of these products, just to like pair them together and all of that. I fucking love this look. I feel really pretty and I am really glad that I sat down and filmed. Like, I feel like I'm getting a spark for filming again. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Do let me know, what are some old products in your collection that you really love, or are some staples? Big thank you to Huentuvo. I'm so sorry that I'm pronouncing that name a bit weirdly, for recommending this video. If you do have any more video recommendations, please do drop them to me, like on Instagram, in the comments section, on my community tab. Do let me know, because I would love the inspiration. If you'd like to see more makeup content from me, you can follow me on my Instagram. It's Fairy Sky right here. I post all my looks there and I'm active on there every single day. mostly. And if you'd like to support me further, I do have my own small business, Raincloud Candles Co. We're a small queer-owned business based in the UK, and we make handmade candles and wax melts. The link to shop will be down below, along with our social media if you'd like to support us. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I'd love to have you here, and as always, stay safe, wash your hands, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!